In the building. What's going on, my favorite hooch?
Oh my God, how you doing? How you doing?
New setup, everybody. How are you enjoying your new surroundings? I mean, it's not new, but it's your room.
Yes, I'm in my room.
And you look quite comfortable. You're surrounded by crystal energy.
Yes,
it's all good.
My candles here.
And let's say what's up to everybody on TikTok. We on TikTok Live. We're trying to go more live on TikTok.
No, well, you're on TikTok.
Yeah, but it's just me on there. But next week we're going to set up her an account so we can go live at the same time. It don't matter. It's for the brand. Okay, do it for the brand, Heifer. Okay.
I don't want to do this yet.
What's up to everybody in the audience? What's up, Precious Black Pearl? What is going on? Aquamania, Granny Wowzers in the building.
Granny, she was the
Bridget's in the building. You know, I see a Heifer in the building too.
Bridget was in the building. Hey, D Capri.
Okay, so if you guys don't mind while you're here, please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons all 3 times at the same time. Same time. What's up, D Capri?
Hit like and share. Share.
No, we like to look. This is a way better energy because, like I said, setting up every week for the show with the green screen, the table, the chairs. And I'm just like, we some working heifers. We ain't got time to do all that setup shit. So we making it very easy on ourselves. And we get to enjoy the show a little bit more because we can see each other, actually look at each other.
Hey, girl.
But I'm looking at her.
Hey, Daddy. My pops is in
yes,
the
we
building.
see Gracia Tompkins. And speaking of which, make sure you guys go to whenradiowasking.net. This book is fabulous, even though it's our dad. But I'm telling you right now, people who are reading this book are saying this is a movie. They can see this being Netflix material. Ooh, yeah, Netflix, not Tublé.
That part.
So go get your copy of When Radio Was King. And we also got a shout out to our homie Lawrence Killebrew with the Kid Killebrew coloring book. This is going for his nonprofit, so you can go to comedyhustle.com and purchase this book. It's for a coloring book. It's a cool book. It's got all the cool storyline and everything. Like I asked him, I said, "Did you actually write this? This is your level of publication."
He didn't write that.
He said he wrote it.
Oh, I got to come in and read it now.
He said he wrote it.
Now, the sad thing is, I've been begging to color in it, but she gonna color. She said she's gonna copy some pictures.
Let me tell you something. It's a nice coloring book, and I know Rocky's not gonna color for the sake of hobby. She gonna destroy the images. She gonna be a little smart aleck on there, draw some.
Yeah, I'm gonna draw. I was gonna color him orange, like a Oompa Loompa.
Rocky, I told her I would Xerox a few pages out this book for you. I am not gonna let you defile this book, but it's a great book and it's for a nonprofit. So let's get to it. How was your week, Hoochie?
You know, the retrograde almost had me, you know, for a minute, but I had to re-center myself.
Whew. I'm still trying to
I know y'all saw me on Instagram with my candles and my salt and my black pepper cords and whatever it was, you know. I just wrote down some things I wanted away from me, not any nonsense. And, you know, I've been feeling better since I did that.
Yes, I mean, it is a better energy when you get, you know, we know we're going through a retrograde. And at the same time, it's easier to get irritated, to be overstressed. It's just a lot easier when you're in this, you know, space.
Yeah.
And I know I did a quick reel on my personal account. And I was just like, because every time I turn around, there's something in my inbox about that involves a conversation. And I'm like, does this deserve my time, my energy? No, I'm not going to do it because it's going to frustrate me even more.
I'm like, at the end of this conversation, is money involved? Do I get paid?
That I need to know if a check is involved, a Cash App donation. What is this that we're doing? I don't have time for normal conversations, the stuff that are not really relevant. I just don't. So
hello, beautiful.
What you want?
No, you're right. I'm just like, it's just too many adult people moving like they 10 and under. And I feel like I don't need conversation if it's not going to lead to anything, if there's nothing going to be resolved, there's no need for conversation.
I'm not going to dance around this shit. Let's get to
it.
If it
so doesn't involve a job or a check or an opportunity, what are we talking about?
I need to be done.
And people need to stop wanting to talk to a person that has nothing to do with what the problem is. If you're not going to talk to the main, who the person is, then shut the hell up. Move on.
And I got you on that, but I also wanted to say, I was watching our brother Ali Sadiq today. Ali Sadiq is a fucking comedy genius, and he don't get enough props. What up, princess? But the thing about Ali Sadiq, every time he go live on Instagram, please don't piss that man off. He got that Libra energy times 1,000. All right. And I peeped his live today, and he was in Houston traffic. Now, let me testify before I start joking about Ali.
Girl,
we were in that traffic for just less than an hour.
Yeah.
That traffic,
I was irritated.
I was so agitated. I mean, besides you in traffic, but at the same time, you see other drivers, and I don't know what it is about Houston. They either drive like they on a bicycle, or they have huge gaps in traffic. What up, Tyra?
Yeah, what up, Tyra?
Huge gaps.
You can put like 2 or 3 cars in front of them. Because I got in front of a truck that was a little pickup truck. And I'm like, dude, you got enough room for like 5 cars. And I'm trying to get home.
We all want to get home. Houston is known for road rage. I'm trying not to be one of the statistics. I'm really not. So let's just have common sense driving. But anyhow, Ali Sadiq's on live. He's in Houston traffic. Now, he going off because people driving stupid. Understandable. But I will never forget when Ali Sadiq, he goes live on Instagram quite often, and he had an opinion. And of course, everybody's opinion is not for everybody, but the opinion he had supposedly offended someone. So this individual called me behind the scenes and said, well, you're friends with him. Why don't you call him and, try to explain? I was like, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
That's right, Daddy. Houston traffic is hell.
I said, look,
ain't nobody trying to correct Ali Sadiq.
I'm not trying to correct nobody. What up, Mookie?
Mookie. I'm not
trying to correct nobody.
Mookie, but let's finish this.
Yeah. I'm not trying to correct nobody. Now, first of all, if you've ever been on Ali Sadiq's live and if you've seen him in that zone, I don't want to be nowhere near him. Nowhere.
Let me stand on I want to be across the street in bulletproof glass, because once you say something stupid, Ali is jumping in on you and he's not getting off of you.
Oh, he gonna check you. And I didn't say nothing to the other individual. I just said, okay, all right. And and I said, look, I didn't tell them this, but I'm like, I'm not talking to Ali Sadiq. I am not. No.
What else did you say about that, Michelle?
What? Remind me. I'm high.
You stupid. You only hit the joint like 3 times. That's really sad.
That's what I needed. Just the 3 hits.
That's a sign of age. But anyway, Michelle was just like, no, you and Ali Sadiq got that same energy. We are in the same week.
I said, yeah, I'm thinking about that because you and Ali Sadiq are like within the same week on October.
Yeah.
Everybody know how you can turn up if needed. Okay. And I'm like, do you think I'm gonna deal with Rocky's energy is soft compared to Ali?
Oh, okay? Yeah, but then you my sister, so I ain't gonna be rah rah,
Exactly.
I leave it rah rah rah.
But I'm like, do you think I'm gonna deal with that man?
No.
Oh, that energy level. Do you think I'm gonna really do that?
But it's not even. But it's not just his energy level. But me, I like to respect people's space and opinion. I don't have to agree with you. But if you want to piss somebody off, start nagging at them about how you act. For what? You know what the best thing to do that people need to follow the suit? Mind your business.
Mind your damn business, please.
And I like to mind my own business.
Yes.
Hey, Crystal.
And keep my peace. But you said you had something to say about Mookie, who's in the building.
Mookie, are you still here, Mookie? Say hi again. I'll put your hand up.
Just say it anyway. If he missed it, he watched the replay.
For which I adore Mookie. I like Mookie. He's actually a funny comedian, and I don't normally like a lot of comedians because they get special. But Mookie put a video up today. Mookie? I love your daughter. I love your daughter. I when I saw the picture with you and the Mohawk baby,
that shit was hilarious.
And then the back of your greasy Whataburger neck. That was her. I love her now. You know what? I want your daughter to call me auntie.
Rocky,
we family now.
We got
Mookie. I'm your daughter's auntie.
You know what? She don't need this kind of auntie influence. I promise you, she don't.
She already that little girl already on one.
Oh God! But I thought that was hilarious as well. I promise you,
hilarious.
But you know what else was a highlight of the week? At least for me, we got to be on Rodney Perry live at the last minute. Usually we go to.
It was more you than me. I peeped in, like what y'all doing?
You stupid. But I watch Rodney Perry almost every morning if I'm not at work. And I mean, it's a good show. It's conversation. Rodney Perry is a comedy legend. So the shit's funny.
Yeah.
So he brings me on, and then he's got drama on, and Lav Love from the and we talk about this podcast. That whole damn show was hilarious.
Yeah, but he remind me of Mr. Brown. Y'all know Mr. Brown, the one be wearing the jacked up color clothes.
She's talking about Lav Love, y'all.
Yeah, I can see him when he get older, like in his 60s. He gonna be just like him.
Rocky, you gotta read what Mookie put up here.
What? I thought she took a picture of my butt. It did look like a butt, like a Whataburger booty.
I had to double check that picture. I ain't gonna lie.
I was looking like, what is this?
I'm like, is he taking nudies? I mean, he already gave us the bathtub,
but it was too small and tight to be your ass.
Did you see?
Mookie, don't beat me. Don't beat me, Mookie. I'm sorry.
You are stupid. But back to Rodney Perry Live. He's on Monday through Friday. I believe it starts at 9 a.m., at least Central Standard Time. You guys should pop in one morning, join the conversation. It's hilarious. And Rodney is just straight ignorant. I'm not going to
Rodney is ignorant, but I'm going to tell you something about Rodney that cracked me up. Because, he was talking about old women and shit, got it, just talking all this shit. But then, right after they talked about old women, Mary J. Blige is so hot. Erykah Badu was so. These bitches is old, You was just talking about, I need men to stop smoking crack.
Make up your mind what you want. I mean, it's okay to love a younger woman, older woman, whatever. But older men do have a bad habit of trashing older women. I'm like, we're in the same grade. What are you talking about?
That's what you know. What I realize what it is because there's normally you don't hear younger men in their 30s talking stupid, or men maybe 40 down. But It's like when they 45 and get past, because them niggas start feeling old. They know they old. You old now, nigga. So to make it's like a midlife crisis.
Yes.
Bashing older women that's your age.
Right.
It's like going to get a new Corvette knowing your fat old ass can't stoop that low to get in it. Your bones ain't right. And your belly can't get. He gonna be like Fam Busey. Every time I do that, the horn goes.
My horn.
That's what them niggas be like in the car. Every time I get in. Maybe you're shrieking.
Oh Lord, we appreciate it, Mookie, because we getting tired of these dudes out here acting like they spring chickens, talking trash about women in their own grade. Okay, y'all got to stop that dumb shit. But let's get to some news, girl. Unless you had something else to add to the agenda.
I know. I'm good. Let's do this.
What's wrong with this stuff? All right, let's do it. Met Gala, however you pronounce that shit. It's a yearly event.
Well, she got stars on the boobies.
You know what? The fashion at this event every year.
Shit, kitty cat.
Is like Addams Family reunion. I'm just saying, Doja Cat, who I love Doja Cat, but the dress is slamming. The dress is slamming. I even like the little cat ears on top of the little hoodie attached to the dress. But the goddamn makeup. Even when she did interviews. Even when she did interviews, she was meowing. Who made your dress? Meow.
That's who made it, pussy. She's a cat. She can't talk to you.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
You know what I mean, Mookie? I'm not into this shit.
Why she got all that stuff hanging by her coochie like it's fur?
I like this dress though. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's sexy, but it's still got the accessories in the right places. Nice brown tone to go for skin. Gold accent.
I don't like it. It's too much.
I think it's cute. I'm gonna give that a thumbs up. Rihanna and A$AP Rocky.
Okay.
Why did you react like that? Okay.
She looked like a fucking marshmallow.
That dress was a bit much for me. Was roses like the part of the theme this year? Because almost everybody was walking the red carpet with roses on them somehow.
I just know who's been painting my roses red. There's the queen. She made me think of Alice in Wonderland when they planted the white flowers and it's supposed to be red.
Oh Lord, so that's them. I love this dress.
Like that one.
I love this dress. This is the young lady who was playing Little Mermaid. What's that? Halle. I can't think tonight. Halle, yes, Halle Bailey. This dress is
love her because she pissed off white folks across the world.
This
Mermaids
dress
are not black.
I like the elegance. You know, she's got a nice physique, so it fits her just right. It's a beautiful dress. It really is.
And she got like several poodles on her arms. That's beautiful. I love
it. Forget that text on there, but P. Diddy, I got like a Dracula vibe when I saw this outfit.
I thought he was going for a broke Wakanda or something.
You broke Wakanda?
Yeah, broke Wakanda. Oh, broke cat.
Yo. And you know, Rodney Perry brought this picture of Mary J. Blige up. And you know how when you were sharing your screen, you can circle your mouth? He was circling all on her thigh area.
Yeah, I know, but this is the picture. I was talking about, he was talking about older women. I said Mary J. Blige is much older than me.
Right.
So she's an older lady.
Yes.
So y'all got to make up your mind.
Janelle Monáe, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I wasn't feeling her intro outfit, which is seen right there, but we get on to the next one. Yeah, she did a little peekaboo. She's at the very last picture on the right-hand side.
The peekaboo, what?
That's a peekaboo.
Yeah, I'm gonna peek that shit back to the damn designer. I don't like none of these.
Like, what do you think about Cardi's dress?
It's giving me Alice in Wonderland.
It is giving Alice in Wonderland. I feel like we should be playing some type of game on grass.
But it also gives me none on top, Alice at bottom. With the little white shit around, you know.
So it's half none?
Half none, half Alice.
What about Kim Kardashian? Really all she wore was drawers and pearls.
Yeah, boo.
Drawers and pearls.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not feeling the last picture you showed. Not showing the fuck ain't feeling this. Look at that little tight, dented ass. That booty little good. It was made for penis.
Little Nas, shut the hell up. Little Nas.
Is that a phone?
I like the mask. I'll say that much. I like the mask.
I'm glad he waxed his butt though. You know, I will say that. I know he had to wax his booty hole. He painted his body and wore thongs in tight boots. I mean, okay.
But I mean, you're basically naked. The only thing covered is your manhood. So are we? What are we doing? Because Doja Cat already took me out with the cat face.
Like all I got to say about this picture is I'm just glad he waxed his ass. Can we move on? I have nothing to say about this bull.
Kim Kardashian, Lizzo, I thought it gave her. She gave more of a grandma vibe with that look. I'm sorry,
but you know, I'm glad her butt cheeks was up. Her ass was not out. Let's give it to her.
Her ass was not out. That is one positive note, but I just think she could have did a little something different, but I have to go with you. I'm like, there was no ass shown.
I would love to know what Mookie thought about a lot of these outfits, because I know Mookie's always got an opinion.
Mookie always got some shit to say now. Now, Mookie, if you do want to come in, let me know, and I'll send you the link.
And have a shirt on. I don't want to see your bruised cutlets.
Yeah, they were bruised last time you showed them off. Somebody's like,
I think Tony Love got his ass in trouble.
Look, I ain't got, like I said, I'm not getting myself involved in nothing that got nothing to do with me. Pound cakes. Look at this thing, bro.
Mookie has destroyed Whataburger, because Texas got a Whataburger almost on every damn corner.
Every corner.
Mookie pop up in my mind. You'll destroy.
Just tainted the franchise for you.
Just tainted everything.
Guess who's expected baby number 2?
Oh, is she a mermaid too?
I have no idea. But I gotta look up the theme to this year's Shane Day.
I think a designer had died. I cannot think of his name, but they were honoring a certain designer, and that's why he had a cat he always kept with him.
Right.
That's why a lot of people dressed up as cats too.
Wow. Okay.
If anybody in the comments remember the designer's name, but that was the theme of this year.
Okay. Well, now I know, but she's expecting baby number 2. I'm praying, because she had a lot of difficulty during her last pregnancy, and I think she had one time even mentioned that it might be on the table about maybe I'll have another child if it is not a high risk. Black women, though, got a lot of high risk when it comes to pregnancy. Period. Okay. So let's see what else I got. Joe Biden has announced he is running again for president.
You mean walking? Joe Biden know he can't run. Stop Joe. And the sad thing is, I ain't gonna lie. If there's not a better candidate, I will just have to vote for Joe, because I will not vote.
There you go. That's the designer's name. Thank you, Tyler.
Yes, and they had a kitty cat. There was a white kitty cat.
It wasn't. You don't sound right saying that. But the talk is, now, there's Republicans talking about this. Okay, you're going to run again, but you're going to be like 80-something years old. You'll be one of the oldest sitting presidents in the United States.
Look, half of them Negroes in Congress should be dead already. What are they talking about? See, this is the thing about America that kill me. I didn't mean to say this. Everybody in Congress is old as shit. They piss dust. They haven't seen a woman's crotch in over 25 years. Then they holler about Trump. Trump is old as hell, too.
Yeah,
he's in his damn 70s. And I'm sick and tired of America trying to check your credit when y'all's credit is shit. Y'all is in the trillions.
Talk about running up some badass credit, okay?
Yeah. But I mean, we need to stop credit check though in America, because until America get their credit right, you shouldn't judge not one American.
But they're saying with Joe Biden running, some of the Republicans are saying, well, y'all just wait for him to pass while he in office so Camilla could get the throne.
I don't want that bitch as president. I don't want it. And you know what? And I hate to say this because she's a fellow Libra. I don't know what that whole moon sign is, but I know her moon sign got to start with fucked up. That's all I know. Okay? So, I don't understand. So, your Brooklyn stupid. He talking about white. But
you lost your damn mind.
I don't care for her. I don't.
I understand.
It's just like she's got this, she doesn't know her place. And when I say this is, for one, she's too damn quiet as the fucking VP. The second thing is whenever she introduces him, it's always Biden. Half of that's President Biden. Do you know how cool Obama and Biden were? And he always addressed Obama as Mr. President. So I don't like that.
Well, let's just say if Joe passes, if he gets reelected, that's the next one up.
He need to find another VP. Can he trade that whole in?
Too late, Lucky.
Can't trade that whole.
Can't switch it up. It's too late to play. It's too late to play. All right, moving on.
He should have went for. He should have had Stacey as his VP.
let's go to the next one because I'm not going to go back and forth with you on this. Surgeon General
read
says,
the next one.
Shut your ass up and I will. Surgeon General says loneliness epidemic is fatal as smoking up to 15 cigarettes a day. Now, they were saying that loneliness was already conditioned pre the pandemic.
Yeah.
But now it seems like aftermath has gotten it worse. Yeah, it's gotten real bad. So
that's why I'm not getting along with people lately because they too lonely.
I don't know what the hell that is. But I see a lot of that. I see a lot of that on social media. You can tell who's a thirst bucket.
I see it in real life too. Oh, there's too many thirst buckets on IG. I can't take it. It's a fucking thirst bucket overload. It's just too much. It's like, where did y'all self pride go?
What, don't you have any pride? Where's your pride? Come on now, stop begging. Stop it.
Look at me. Michelle like me.
I don't. Anyway, an advisory report released this week that social disconnection potentially as deadly as smoking up to 15 cigarettes a day. They have an 82-page report. You know what, Mookie? I was laughing.
I read Mookie's comment. I'm like, Mookie's stupid. Yeah, Dr. Tara said that. Yeah.
Let's see what D is talking about here. I will check that out. I'm gonna check that out. Frankie, okay, I'm gonna check that out, D. Thank you for that tip. Thank you so much. But loneliness, like I said, I see it on social media all day, every day. People doing too much. Like Tyra's famous saying, team too much. Okay.
Yeah.
And they do it. So, matter of fact, Tyra, I got to share this story with them. Do you know that there are sororities that are taking in older members, even though not in college? And do you know that there's a lot of fees, of course, affiliated with getting into a fraternity or sorority?
But you know what? I'm going to tell you something. Whoever runs that sorority, that's a good idea. Because they know there's a lot of old thirst buckets too. And they probably didn't make it when they were younger. So,
yes,
this is the way we just make these hoes happy, put them in the corner, but get their money. Put them in the old folk corner and just get their money. So I'm not mad at the sorority, but you older people doing that, y'all stupid.
But because me and Tyra were discussing it, and I think it was one of us that said, I don't understand why that's such a big deal, even though you're out of college. And I said, that was Tyra, and I said, hell, they still thirst trapping. I understand what it means to belong to a fraternity or a sorority, but at the same time, how do those connections benefit you currently in your life? I'm just trying to find out.
AKA. I'm 50 years old and I'm an AKA.
Could be going well,
but I wouldn't be AKA.
I'll be Delta. I'll be Delta Sigma Theta.
I'm more of a Delta red and white girl. Yeah, I'm a Delta girl.
Yeah, we both Delta chicks. Okay, for real. But I was just like,
I just Princess said, I don't know what we're gonna do with me. I'm just saying, Princess, this is some nonsense. People have got to learn. Get involved with your community. I can see you'll do a neighborhood watch. So something that's
something if you want to get involved with something.
Or like what Tony Mattel said, work with blind kids, man. Okay.
But I ain't just go leopards.
Yeah, go illegal leopards.
Okay, Brenda's saying you could join at the graduate level. Not all chapters are undergraduate. Girl, whatever it is, if they apply, they gonna put that money down and then put that application through. And I'm like, hey, if that's what makes you happy, that's fine. But at this point in my life, I don't see what the big deal is.
I didn't care then. Let me tell you something. I've never gave any damns about being a part of a group.
That part.
I don't care if you like me. I never did.
No.
But you got to understand there's a difference between a leader and a follower.
Delta. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I
would have did. I would have been Delta. Yeah.
We would have been Deltas for real. For real. I'm not playing with that one. But let me get to this other piece of news. And I hate when, how you hear stories about people that you never met in person, but you hear so many of them, it's got to be valid somewhere, somehow. Brian McKnight.
Oh, that nigga.
Brian McKnight has been doing the most on these Twitter streets. Recently, he got drugged because he did this recent post to the right that is congratulating his stepdaughter, acknowledging her that you're the best daughter I've ever had, where you can see he has a daughter from a previous situation and has been at odds with his kids for years. So he said, well, I've been estranged because they feel entitled. And, you know, I pay child support. Now, this is what I hate to hear about I pay child support. You acting like you paying a bill when you're referring to a child. That's your parental duty, whether you wanted a child or not. At the same time, yeah, right, Mookie? But at the same time, you have to remember, okay, I have children and they are my responsibility. Now, I don't know if it's because he don't get along with their mothers, and if that's the case, that's petty. Yeah. But at the same time, you're deliberately publicly jabbing your children, your biological children.
Yeah.
You know, smothering your stepkids on their face and, oh, you're the best daughter ever. Girl, could you, look, we blessed.
That part.
We blessed. Because we joke around the house like our dad refers to Rocky as baby girl and refers to me as the other one.
That part. And I think your daddy down there either smoking or sniffing his drawers down there. Because that lie ass comment he just put up, you need to go check. You don't know your girl that well, do you?
Yeah, well, he says that Tyra is saying that he got a few kids from his first marriage. Once he got a woman of the other persuasion, had kids, things changed. That was also, thank you for reminding me about that, Tyra. That was also a reminder because she is a light-skinned woman. I don't know if she is Caucasian. I don't know if she's Spanish.
But you know, I was, because that little girl, that's why I was trying to lean in. Like, is she white or she very light?
Yeah.
Light bright.
Yeah. I mean, it was last month when I grabbed these photos. And his kids, they're biologically his. They're not even his skin tone, if that's what he's concerned about.
Yeah, but the sad thing is, I've heard stories about him before.
Yeah.
Being a douchebag.
Woo.
And
I done heard some tales.
I think he's Texas born, so he can't help it.
Oh, yeah. If he's Texas born, it's just certain parts of Texas that breed assholes. I'm just going to be 100 about that. Daddy, okay, Daddy he was talking about McKnight, not us.
Oh, McKnight, he
Rocky, stop reading the comments, Rocky. Okay, just stop it.
Daddy's comments is like kind of crackish. I remember when you wanted people. Look, no, listen. I remember when you wanted people to like you. So I mean, the comments don't make sense. Okay, Dad, sorry. I was gonna say, I know you want to talk about me because you know you all downstairs. I come down there and rough you up, and I'm just playing.
No, Tyra said he had bad breath. Yo, matter of fact,
don't be surprised.
I think he was offered at one time in his career to do music for porn production. I don't know if he ever went through with that project, but I do remember hearing that news story years ago that he was going to be.
I'm sorry. It was just. I think about the breath and him doing porn music. What kind of music are you?
Combo's not working. It's just not hitting. Oh, okay. Let me get to
Brian McKnight is like I said, I just heard bad things about his character a lot through the years.
Yeah,
and I'm not gonna lie. It's the sad thing is when you like these people as if you know whether actors or whether
you're a fan,
and then you start hearing stuff about them, and you're like,
you see your daddy.
I have not listened to a all right, nigga.
To the after party. Okay.
But Dad, I didn't have to help you find something earlier in your wallet. I should have left it in the garage by the dog food.
You know what, Rocky? Let's go to a quick commercial break. We'll be back. We're going to bring up Nick Cannon and the main topic of the night. Would you date a bus driver, girl?
Oh, okay. He can get me where I need to go.
Yeah, I'm just getting you warmed up. We'll be right back.
This is TC Tompkins. I've been a music executive for over 50 years. In my new book, When Radio Was King, I share some of my experiences during one of the hottest music eras in history. Pre-order When Radio Was King on our website.
We are back, and let me get my hoochie back up at the building. We are very proud of our dad. Make sure you guys do purchase your copy of When Radio Was King and read it before it becomes a movie. I'm putting that out there. I'm putting it out in the universe.
It's on Netflix,
you better read it before it becomes a movie.
I got to figure out what hairdo I'm going to have, daddy, when Netflix want to interview me about my daddy.
Oh, God. You know what? You already planning your Netflix interview look?
Yes.
But that's positive. That's positive. I will say that.
I'm planning it.
Let's bring it up, girl. Nick Cannon.
Skeet.
Nick Cannon has some... No, shut up. He had some words. Oh, good night, Dad. He had some words for the Red Talk Table coming to an end. You know, it's Red Talk Table is Jada Pickett's show.
Yeah, I heard that.
It's going to move on because Facebook is no longer going to be streaming shows like that. So now she's got to find some place to put her show. But Nick Cannon said, you know what? If it wasn't for that show, that slap would have never happened with Chris Rock.
That's, you know, she thinks she Dr. Tara. That's what she need to sit down. She's like a petty, unlicensed therapist. And Nick is correct. I mean, but I don't understand why Will even agreed to do that entanglement interview.
You could not tell me if I'm married and my husband and we had a separation.
Married.
Well, I'm just saying, if they're in their situation, married, okay, we separate for a minute. You did what you did. I did what I did. We decided to get reconciled. But yes,
the children's friends.
You chose to get with our son's homie. And somebody the family knew. And you just kind of casually brought to the table. How did that make you feel?
How did it make you feel? I had his balls in my hand when I... You know what I do with my tongue? Yeah, I did it to him.
I did that to him, too.
Knowing his child is sexually damaged, mentally damaged.
What's wrong with you?
You knew all this.
Yeah, you know the history, but... Yeah, I'm just like, it must have been just, you know, it's almost like a penis in a glass case. You know, a breaking case of emergency. That's what she did. So I think
Chris Rock said they've been in your house. They have ate your food.
He's drunk in your wine. And he will betray you.
And that's what happened.
Look. Okay. Let's get to it, girl. But I do think that was just, like I said, out of all the interviews, she's done some great interviews, but that I definitely would have never entertained. Never.
Now, I don't understand why Will even allowed it. Will, he has to take a little bit of blame himself because she has demasculated him in public, but he's also allowed it.
Because people treat you on how you allow them to treat you.
Y'all have some boundaries. Don't let no one cross your... I don't care if it's your mama, your daddy, your sister, your wife, your husband. You do not allow people to cross boundaries, especially in a public like that.
That was horrible. Because I'm thinking, is, you know, if I was Jada, as a woman, would I want my husband to look weak? I mean, the people already have this assumption. I'm just saying from my standpoint, this is going to make my man look weak.
She don't care.
Okay.
But I don't want a weak man, but I wouldn't want to make him look weak either.
I wouldn't want him. If you want to be weak, fine. But I don't want to make the damn public announcement on it and make everybody have this opinion about my man. He's a weak individual.
I'm going to tell you something, too, that pisses me off as with her as a woman. Because a lot of black men do not have that sensitivity in them no more. It's always survival mode. And I really feel like she's taking advantage of his feminine energy, his sensitivity, his love for her.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want him like he want her.
Right.
Let's keep it real. She don't want to be married.
Yeah, she's still on that Tupac.
A lot of women would love to have a man that's able to communicate, let you know I love you, show you as well. Don't just tell him I need to show. And then you go drag him.
Yeah, that's why Tupac nobody wants to deal with that kind of energy. And I'm like, dude, I can't respect you. And I'm sure when that show went down, her respect level decreased even more. Because that's something you should have had in private in therapy. That's the conversation that should have been behind closed doors. But no, let's go ahead and profit off of me being a thought. Let me go ahead and do that.
Yeah, like I said, that hoe is a discount Dr. Tara.
Discount Dr. Tara?
She's a discount. That Tara went to school. She got her degrees to talk to people. And that Tara, I know you would have never said, well, let me put this man on television so everybody can know his wife.
Everybody can know our business.
I know the gut punch Will had to, it was a lot, and what Will did with it was truly misplaced anger.
Yeah. That's why Nick said what he said. Had that show never been in motion, or just even that interview never took place, that slap probably would have never happened.
Yes, discount Dr. Tyra. She
discount Tyra. That's right. Discount Dr. Tyra. That's what it is. The next story
I don't try to analyze people, or when you mentally, I tell you, you need to talk to somebody. I mean, you can vent to me, but bitch, I can't help you. This is not my lane. Now, my lane is if spirituality. We need to sage, we need to pray, we need to get some crystals. Yeah, but mental back, I can't help you.
Yeah, because now you got everybody on your man. They making that man. Marlon Wayans did his whole comedy special off of Will Smith and off of Chris Rock and Will Smith. So I was just like, okay, but let's get to something else. I got this story that is a trip. Las Vegas mother sparks controversy after sharing a desire to voluntarily terminate her parental rights. She's got an 8-year-old son, and she's just like, well, first of all,
she said, fuck these kids.
What?
I'm sorry.
That's exactly what she said. She was just like, I done everything I can. His daddy ain't really too much involved with the raising of our son. So let me go to exactly what she's saying. She's a makeup artist. She voiced her frustrations as a mother, and she said after 9 years as a single parent, she's signed over her parental rights. She explained that her 9-year-old son didn't understand why her discipline was necessary. The frustrated entrepreneur added that the experience of motherhood wasn't what she anticipated, despite how much she loves her child.
Bitch, look, life ain't going to be what you anticipated. Life throws a lot of curveballs. You just got to know how to dodge and catch them.
Should have been bobbing and weaving.
Yeah, so I feel like she's gotten tired. She's given up, and she's saying "fuck them kids." Now, saying "fuck them kids" is a joke. That's one thing, but actually saying "fuck your kids" and fucking them kids, that's jacked up. I'm sorry.
Okay,
you can't change your mind on being a parent.
No, I'm gonna look that story up, Aqua. Thank you for telling me about that. But I don't necessarily think if the child was bad. I think she just got to a point where and this is why I have a very big problem when people dog out single mothers. And like I said, I was blessed. I had my family to help me out because the dad is not here to do what he needs to do. But at the same time, had I had not my family, I probably would have been on. And like I said, I love my son. I love him to death.
You wouldn't have gave him up though.
I don't want to give him up. But you're like, okay, what can I do to get some help in this situation? She just signed over her child. I'm wondering if the dad's gonna take him.
If that nigga ain't there now for her to do that, then no. But my thing is, she is a weak ass mama. She's a weak ass woman. She's a weak ass person. She weak all across the board.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of women and a lot of men raising their kids on their own.
On their own. So you just like, and you have, the thing about it is you're an entrepreneur. You have your own business.
That time I said, I did see that where little kid slashed his mama's tires because he didn't want to go to school.
Now, I saw a video.
I would have fucked that kid up.
Where this man broke up with this girl because I don't know how old is the boy, but you could tell he was bad as hell. He had to be at least 10 and was talking smack. And she record, oh, you gonna really leave me because of my son? He a child. And I'm like, that's a preteen. And he
that you let him disrespect somebody.
Right. And he was cussing at him during the video. And that's why I was like, and he's like, no, man, I can't take this no more because your child is bad. You have no control over your child. Disrespectful behavior.
I stopped talking to somebody because they had some badass twins. You want to come to the zoo with us? Fuck no. Because I'm going to kick their ass in the cage with the gorillas. No.
Well, pepper spray their asses.
I'm going to pepper spray their ass and throw them in there with them little damn, them dogs with the wide ears. African dogs. Fuck your kids, nigga. They look.
So
nobody's going to tolerate going into a relationship and your kids is being disrespectful and bad. And you know how people are about their kids. Don't talk about children like that.
Don't talk to them like that.
Check your damn kids.
Yeah. Especially a girl. Look, don't get me started, but I'm sure we'll hear more on that one. Now let's get to the finale here because we got two hot topics that we saved for the bitter end of this show here.
Okay, what this is?
Both of these stories have to do with dating. And recently, there was an interview with the guy Rose Eboni K. Williams, a very attractive woman. I believe she's an attorney as well as a journalist. Had Iyanla Vanzant on the show. They had a great conversation until it got up to the point of men and women dating. What she said, basically, I'm not going to even tell y'all what she said. Let me get the clip for you guys, and here we go.
Would you date a bus driver? Would you date
if he owns the bus? If he owns it. If he owns the bus.
See, that's a problem. That's a problem. Okay. Because the standards and requisites, and I'm not talking about him laying on his sofa playing video games all day. I'm not talking about that. But the standards and the criteria that we use to measure men is off for who we are as women and who they are in this society. I would date a bus driver if he loved driving the bus, if he was a man of integrity, if he was good to his mama, if he treated me well, I would date a bus.
So oh my God. If we ever go to a break. So what's your take on that one?
Now I agree with my horse laugher. I how you pronounce her name? I ain't to say in my life. If he's a man with integrity, yes, all that good stuff, and a man is full of effort. But why are we judging this woman for her choice? The expectations men have for women. See, this is why I say, we all got to get on an even playing field. Men got to bring their expectations for women down, and in reality, same thing with women, okay? But I don't know how much this bitch make, okay? She probably make a lot of money. So it's just like when I told my friend, when she was talking, "Oh, girl, I want to meet an Obama," but bitch, you're not Obama quality.
He ain't gonna be at the club.
Obama not at the club hanging out.
He's at the club, baby.
Yeah. So but I'm not. I don't care about stuff like that. As long as that man working, bringing in some income, but also I need him to be, there for me. Emotionally, lovingly, friend, whatever. But I'm just saying, why is everybody coming down on this girl? Because I've heard men say the most dumbest, outlandish shit. And the funny thing is, they be some broke niggas. How are you broke and you got these standards and level of a woman what she's supposed to do?
Right. What up, Alex? Yeah, but that's something because I believe her one of the fellow co-hosts on that. What's up, Casey? One of the fellow co-hosts, he was a male and spoke on her behalf. He said, we do give black women a hard time. And we always tell black women to date below your standards. They do. Convince them like you should be grateful for any man that you possibly get. Nigga, so when a woman does have standards, and she says, "Hey, I'm a successful TV host. I'm a successful attorney. Why can't I have a man that brings that same energy to the household?"
You see, Jay-Z didn't wife no broke bitch. This is what I'm saying. You are right because men have. I see men that are 300-400 pounds sitting on the couch talking shit about another woman being out of shape. Are you crazy? So no, I'm not mad at her. If she don't want to drive, if she don't want to date a bus driver, that's
That's her choice. Now I'm not.
Now I was just gonna say, some people don't like short men. Some don't like big bitches. Some don't like old or nothing old. Everybody has a choice of what they want.
Mm-hmm.
And if your standards is to reach for the stars, bitch, reach for them stars.
Backstroking them stars, okay?
Yeah, the bus just ain't up there with them stars for her.
Now, in general, there's nothing wrong with dating a bus driver. No. Nothing at all. My thing would be, what's his personality like? Is he an asshole? Can I communicate with him? You got to remember, there was a sitcom years ago called Rock, R-O-C. And the sitcom was about a man who was a garbage man. How he was always struggling. His brother and his dad lived with him. His brother was a musician. His dad was a smart ass. But it was a great sitcom. Y'all should look that up. Where they basically, that man worked his ass off. Them lights were on every damn day. But that refrigerator had something in it.
I'll date a garbage man before a teacher because you know what? The garbage man make more money and better benefits.
And he ain't got to worry about getting shot at.
That part. His job is not as threatening.
The job, that's sad, because there are people who love to educate. And it's a damn shame, the society that we in now, with the kids that we have now, y'all training kids to be in a jail-like mentality. Wasn't it you that was telling me that when they
I showed you a video where this white guy was saying that the reason they're letting these school shootings continue is because it's the training these kids, like you said, to be in a jail mentality where they're easily docile when it comes time for them to get locked up. So they're already used to this environment. They're already used to being on lockdown. So it's a lot easier to put them in jail. And I also think, this is just me, they're letting these guns go for population control. They don't give a fuck.
Girl, don't get me started with that shit. Please don't. But I'm just saying, it was sad that in one time in this country that educators didn't have to go through this bullshit. Mm-hmm. That the kids knew how to act. They didn't put their hands on no teacher. They didn't disrespect no teacher verbally. Nowadays, I've seen some shit in elementary.
But this is when I say, damn getting just a license for a gun. People need to have a license to have kids. Not everybody should be able to birth children.
That part.
Because these people... Go ahead.
No, that should definitely be a process because you got folks that just have children for different reasons. Now, if you want to have children, that's a whole different perspective. But you got other one. I'll give you a prime example. That stupid ass movie Bad Grandpa, where he suddenly had to take his grandson that he had no relationship with across the country to his bummer ass daddy. Mm-hmm. His daddy only wanted him because he was going to get some benefits from having the child in his care. Unfortunately, you got people like that.
Yeah, folks don't need, but the sad thing is you can watch a kid be such a badass, but then when you meet the parents,
you understand. I see why you a badass. Okay.
I see what the problem is. Again, not everybody needs kids. And people need to stop thinking that school is a daycare. But then you want school to be a daycare, but they can't touch your kids or cuss them out. Right. This is why I could never be a teacher. And I had to get out of daycare. Because I will fuck your kid up. I'm going to do something in your kids that you should have did a long time ago. And then too, I need parents to stop having displaced anger themselves and taking a bullshit on their kid. I've heard adults talk to kids stupid, hollering, screaming for dumb little tiny shit.
Little shit. And if either one of us back in the day even took a certain tone with our parents, we were across the room within a split second.
Girl, look, don't make me have a flashback when mama mushed your ass in the wall.
Why you gotta bring that shit up? You just a low life.
That shit was hilarious to me.
Fuck you, Rocky.
But that shit was funny. I just stood on the sidelines like, okay, that I won't do that.
Next story. You hoochie. This is what I also fear about when it comes to dating. We're seeing a lot of online videos of ungrateful women. This recent video I found, this man took this woman out for the second date, and I guess he had promised he was going to take her somewhere. Didn't turn out they went to that place. Instead, he took her to his house, fixed her a nice meal, and this is the aftermath.
You are ungrateful. You are ungrateful.
I'm not ungrateful.
You're ungrateful.
You are liar.
You are ungrateful. I didn't lie about nothing. You're ungrateful.
You're false. You probably
forget it. Just you know what? Yeah, just forget it. Just give me my food back. Yeah, give me my food back. I will cook it for another woman. That she'll be appreciative because you know what? You ain't the woman for me.
I'm gonna have to phone.
Yeah. You do that. You do that.
Okay, first of all, that bitch barely had edges. You barely got edges. Now, my friend promised years ago to make me a fucking Dominican dinner, and I still ain't got it. And I still want it. That plate looked good. All I needed was some A1, some pieces on my potato.
Right. That's all that was missing. I mean, come on now. I appreciate effort. I do. No, I really appreciate effort. And
when you ain't got edges, you need to shut the fuck up. That's all I'm saying. Where's your edges? But anyway, that plate looked delicious.
It looked good. I'm like, okay, I was just turned on the fact that you invited me and took the time to prepare a meal for us.
Now, maybe the miscommunication was he said he was taking her somewhere and he didn't tell her.
But still,
even still, there was a bad behavior.
That is ridiculous. You're telling me, because I know, let me tell, okay, we some cooking heifers, right?
Yep, that girl, what?
When we are in a situation where we find a man that we want to show appreciation for, we will go and cook him a meal.
Yeah. That's how you show love.
That's how you show love
and
appreciation.
When you see somebody that's love, that's appreciation. That's a Southern thing to do.
But I'm just like, you with no edges, even if the man promised you we're going to go to whatever spot, you don't know what his situation is and why it caused a change of plans. He made up for it. He was just like, okay, well, I can't do it right now, but you know what? I got a bomb-ass dinner waiting for you at the crib.
That part. And Alex, I hate that, what Alex just posted, said, because you got a lot of dumbass women that don't say thank you when you open the door for them. And I love chivalry, but I'm also a grateful, respectful woman when I see a man put in effort. That would have made I would have been like, child, I'm glad I brought this glitter, this paint shit, because we're going to get busy tonight, nigga. You know, maybe you finna paint my booty with this edible glue. With this edible glue.
She had a ass. Her ass was glittering.
Put honey on that ass all night long. There's nothing more romantic to me when a man shows you effort. That was effort, because like I said, that plate looked good. It wasn't sloppy looking. The plate wasn't,
right portions and all that shit. Just
right, and a big ass tip. Look, ain't nothing like a medium rare steak.
What?
With some
girl
horse
sauce, horsey sauce,
bitch. And guess who's gonna be horsing later? Me. Come on now. That's all I'm saying.
I had enough of you. Oh my God, it's something.
And I wonder how he make the steak. Because see, everybody don't know how to make. You ain't got to put a lot of seasoning on the steak. Just salt.
Right.
Salt and some butter. You can
That's
grill
it. That's all you need.
Now I prefer to grill.
Especially if it's on the grill.
He getting some.
Shut your mouth. I'm gonna be in the bedroom like this with a toothpick.
Yeah. That steak tastes like butter, Ray. And I gotta stay away from red meat, because you know what, red meat, you really can't, you gotta digest it. It take a minute to digest it.
It takes a minute for that steak to go through your system, especially when you get up in age. You're like, oh my God, where did I eat? That steak
up in age here. It took me a minute when I was in my late 20s and 30s. Look, you must have been playing to get none since you feed me steak.
Yeah, you know what? And that's another thing. Yeah, man, you better serve her something light if you want to get intimate later. Because you serve a steak.
Now you
may
serve
get
me
a
some
nod.
crab legs or some oysters.
That shit right there. This shit right here.
We backstroking
This shit right
in that
here.
bedroom.
Backstroking. Backstroking. Come on. Backstroking right here. Come on.
No, but I think that's sexy for a man to, go out
Hell
his
yeah.
way, cook you a meal. I don't care if that nigga cooked it and did something cute in the backyard, some lights in a little tent. I like shit like that because to me,
simple shit. It's the effort that counts. Y'all be dating these goddamn superficial assholes and be wondering, man, she ain't never happy because you settle for somebody who is superficial.
That part. You like pepper on yours? Well, look, I like to watch those cook shows, and every master cook tell you all the way, all you need to do with your steak is salt and some butter.
That's it.
If you like a little pepper, boo, you do pepper on yours.
Girl, let me get to this last story we got because this shit's hilarious. Let me find the story.
Yeah, because it's getting late. Girl, it's 9:02 past my bedtime. No, I'm playing.
Yeah, I know you are. Let's see. I was going to share that other story, but no, not this one. Okay. It's an orchestra. Let's just say you're at a function. It's an orchestra playing. It's great live music, and all of a sudden you hear somebody having a major orgasm in the background.
Oh, I'll be jealous. Shit. Did the music make him come?
Woman has a loud and full body orgasm during an LA concert. I don't know.
Was she standing by the speakers? Was she sitting on the speakers? Oh.
You having a Howard Stern flashback? Is what that is?
That's what I wondered. Like, was she sitting on the speaker?
Several concert goers described the woman's climactic moment Friday from the balcony that at a packed Walt Disney Hall concert. It was a Walt Disney concert.
Oh, Lord. Well, you know what? Walt Disney, fuck them. They got a long history that's dark.
Oh, my God. Everyone kind of turned to see what was happening. So let's just check out what everybody heard.
I want to see this orgasm. Are we going to be able to see it?
No, it's just the audio. So just peep it. Wait a minute. I heard. I do that one more time because your ass.
All I know, thank God she was white. Okay.
God.
That's the first thing I would say. I know because ain't no black woman finna
I'm not just laughing at the audio. I wish y'all could have been backstage to see Rocky's facial expression when she first heard that shit.
That's all I heard.
Rocky
I knew that shit didn't go to the music. Ah.
That bitch came. You understand me? I don't know if what was taking place.
Maybe maybe she was riding them damn castles from the original Mermaid before they fired it.
Yeah, remember that mermaid? Yo, I told Tyra this years ago. Oh, well, not years ago, but the original Little Mermaid, the cartoon when it first came out from Disney, the illustrator of the poster heard he was about to get fired, and he did a special sculpture on the damn castle. You can go on eBay and see the shit. It's a penis sculpture on the first original Little Mermaid poster.
She was riding it. Yo, that was redonkulous.
I said, yo, I understand you want to, get your freak on. Hey, let's have sex in the opera house or during the orchestra. I get the special kinks, but there's got to be a boundary of control so y'all don't get busted.
So they were having sex in the place, you think?
They had to.
Hey, well,
let me see if they can label anywhere.
All I know is that was a serious orgasm. God bless you, girl.
No, somebody said that they saw the girl after it happened and assumed that she had an orgasm because she was breathing very heavily and her partner was smiling, looking at her. Like an effort not to kill her. It's just like that Boomerang scene. Oh, Lord, what's for dessert? Hold on.
Ooh, yes. Gotta
You
coordinate.
the bathroom readjusting the damn clothes.
Got to coordinate. Yo,
That
fuck Disney. I don't care. She should. I wish she should have skeeted and squirted all over him.
You know what, Rocky? I'm so glad that you had this opinion, but that's all I got, man. This has been a great show. We appreciate everybody that came in. I hope y'all are enjoying the new setup because this is going to be the permanent setup where we ain't got to do so much. This is it. You get heifers, you get jokes, you get all these damn stories.
Hey, so, like Michael Jackson said, this is it. You know, I wonder, I got a feeling I know who that is because I ain't never seen it.
Rocky, you investigate afterwards. Rocky, you know what? Let me tell you something. When Rocky sees something that she don't normally see, she zooms right in and try to invest. Who the hell is this? Identify yourself.
I don't recognize that name.
Alex. If he ate them groceries,
if
he ate them groceries while listening to Mickey Mouse, Disney has really, really been violated for real on a whole other level.
Let me tell you, not really, no, because to me, oral sex, I don't care if you could be the best muncher ever.
Ass eating.
Oh, we're not doing that.
He's talking about groceries. Yeah, let me identify.
My groceries in the front. Okay, so like I was saying.
I would say because let me explain to you what that refers to.
Who comes off of ain't nobody do nothing like that from getting their ass ate. Come on, Alex. Alex, you know something we don't know.
So I don't even want to discuss it because trust me, speaking back to Rodney Perry, I told him that morning when we was on his show, that subject of eating ass was going to come up. It does every damn show. I don't know how that happens. Ass eating.
Yeah, as long as it's not in my bedroom and it never will be, we good. The moment you ask me to eat your ass, I don't want to ever see you again. I will act like that bitch that got fed at home. Nah. And don't touch mine. Stay at the front door.
Rocky,
that's where the welcome mat is at.
Rocky, I'm so glad.
How many people? Michelle, think about it. How many houses have you been to that has a welcome door? It has a welcome mat at the back door.
I've never seen one. I've never seen a welcome mat at the back door. You have a valid point. I never have, Rocky. Okay, so we're just gonna send them on their way with a breath mint. How about that?
Ew. Gonna need more on the breath mint. I'm gonna need you to go
because you know what? I don't want this to be a permanent topic on our damn platform about people.
Don't bring it up no more, bitch.
I was trying to explain what Alex was saying. Heifer shit. You was talking about you can eat. I'm like, no,
you should have left it in the dark.
No, I had to explain it to you. You're my sister.
Ass eat need to be left in the dark.
I cannot play you out like that, Rocky. I can't. You got to have knowledge on that.
Don't try to play me out. Don't try to play me out.
You know what? It's been lovely, Hooker, and we're gonna hopefully see everybody next week. It'll be another fabulous show. If this is your first time here, please don't make it your last. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, share with family, friend members. We're trying to build up the channel numbers, but we do appreciate you guys for coming in here. Throwing some laughs up, enjoying Rocky's crazy ass.
Yeah, love my true followers. Thank you.
And we're going to try and start going pre-live. We usually do it on Instagram, but we're going to start doing TikTok. Godfrey was on TikTok. Godfrey not even on Instagram barely no more. And you know he's a live going brother.
So he's been going on TikTok.
That's where I was watching him at earlier. I'm like, okay, I got to come over here to watch you now. Hey.
Same thing with DJ Cricket.
DJ Cricket was telling us the same thing. Got to get on TikTok. The numbers are insane.
I'm scared to download that shit on my device.
I got a spare device, so we're gonna let it download on that device. We'll put you up a Heifer 2 account, and we'll get it together. I know Princess has also been on our ass about that because I know I did a cooking.
My booty. I ain't got a lot. Okay, I'm sorry.
All right, look, we're going to wrap it up, but next week, you guys stay tuned. This podcast will be available in audio format by tomorrow, so you guys can subscribe and listen to it all over again. So until next time, people, we outie.
I holla.
I bet you will.